in the year 1996 up to 1999, we try to do analysis diagnosis. We want to know very well about the real situation of the people, because from the real situation of the people we can go forward to build the church we want to build. So after we collect the data from all the people, we study the data about our diocese and its people. We look deeper into our situation. We analyze our reality. We did much dreaming about our future. We pray, we reflected, we discuss on the Melanesian culture and on the model of the church as taught by the Second Vatican Council.
We had big challenge coming from the culture, belief in the spirits, and this is still very, very strong today, belief in Sanguma. For instance, in the mentality, Melanesian mentality, when somebody dies, the question is not, was it from diabetes or from tuberculosis or from malaria? The question that comes to the mind of the people straight away is, who is responsible for the death of that person? Who's responsible for the death of that person? So that's the question that come up. And even though the faith has been there for a long time now, this is so strong in the mentality of the people. Sometimes some even say that the bishop is a sanguma, the spirit moving around during the night. Even missionaries, as us, we know nothing about that. We heard about that only once we came here in Papua New Guinea.
What kind of the church we want to be in the future? What kind of the church we want to build? What does God want for His church in this diocese? So we try also to see the ideal of the church. In order to go forward to reach the ideal of the church, we have to build a journey of faith, or journey of conversion, or journey of change, because we want to be a church like what God wants. So in our driving idea about the church and about what we want to be, the Diocese of Daru Kiunga, as a part of the people of God, is a living and organized Melanesian community.
So in this diocese, in the last 10 years, we've been in a stage of renewal, and we want to build a church of communion. And because we want a church of communion, we want participation, local participation. So there are many leadership roles across the diocese where we want the local people to be involved and to become partners or assistant with the parish priest, as most of the parish priests are from other countries, and we need to train those local leaders. The main problem is that most of them are from very remote areas and have very little education. So we have to build on what we have. My aim was not to bring the leaders here because it's so expensive to bring them here, but to go out to them and to prepare them to fulfill their role in whatever role they have in the church. So we had the prayer leaders, we had faith educators, those who prepare for the sacraments. We have the pastoral agents, those who are assisting the parish priest in the pastoral work. We have Sunday school teachers, I trained quite a few of them. And then the pastoral coordinating team in the parish level, in the village level, in the corner level. So the main problem is to really adapt, build up a small program where the people will build self-confidence and be able to fulfill their role and lead the people to become communion, to become one, to build up a unity and to build up the capacity of each one, each person, so that they can lead the people in the right path. The biggest challenge maybe that I face is that many of the people I have trained have very little education. So we have to build on that. And then another big challenge is that they change. They change very often. So we have to repeat the same thing and then help them to gain confidence. Most of them don't have self-confidence when they start, so it takes time and we have to repeat. So I think that's the biggest challenge. One of the challenge for me is that at my age it's not easy to go into the bush station, to travel 10 hours by dinghy, to carry all my material and to adapt all my programs to the level at the situation where in the parish where I reach them. So maybe that's the main challenge. What I would like to prefer to talk about my
What do the people think about the church? I think the people who are outsiders, they might think that the church is very rich and we have a lot of money because we have cars, because we build classrooms and we build health centers and we used to have a plane and a boat.